Hello everybody and welcome back again to Mass Effect 2. So, the last few episodes we did a bunch of random assorted stuff like side quests and talking to companions. So, I guess it's time to go back to do an actual main mission. We have a few companion missions that still need to be done. Samara, Tali and Jack. And I think I would like to do Tali's mission. I mean, we got Tali pretty late, and right after we got her, she wanted to do her mission, so we never really got to talk to her. I think we talked to her once, and that was it. Although, the same sort of applies to Samara as well, so I guess we're going to do hers next. But yeah, let's do Tali's mission today. And for that we need to travel to the Migrant fleet. Now that's going to be interesting. So maybe we can actually meet some more what's Quarians? Right, Quarians is the name. I don't know why I forgot this. So travel to the Migrant fleet current location in Rahilea, located in the Valhallan Threshold. That's an interesting name. So let's have a look at our map. And yes, we're still at the Citadel, but not for much longer. Because we need to go to the Valhallan Threshold, which is way over here. Ooh. Well, this is an interesting system. We have some binary star and no planet whatsoever. There's only a mass relay. Interesting, very interesting. But yeah, let's check out the Migrant fleet. So this is how their ships look like. A fleet of 5,000 craft holding over 7 million Quarians, the Migrant fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. Though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy, few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside a Quarian ship. And we're going to do it now, so this is going to be very exciting. Let's do this. Okay, so obviously we need to bring Tali along. And who else would be appropriate? I think I didn't bring Miranda. Then again, she's Cerberus, and I don't think the Quarians and Cerberus like each other very much, so I'm not sure if I want to bring her along for this. Yeah, maybe we're going with Jack instead. There we go. I think this is fine. So let's go.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Well, I'm technically just a commander, not a captain.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people.
All right.
May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Tequila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
So, why exactly is Tali on trial here?
What are the charges against Tali, Captain?
The charge is treason, and the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
You know me, Captain. You know I'd never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
What exactly did you do?
You sent Geth materials back to the Migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Okay. So, here we are, on board of the Quarian ship. And this is the Normandy outside.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Alright, alright.
I can't believe they're charging Tali Zora with such a thing.
I can't believe it either. We're the same.
Tali Zora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her. She's as good as convicted.
Hey, 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 don't be so judgmental. Don't be so judgmental. I made this place to be more cramped from what Tali told us in the last game, but...
Tali Zora was Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Oh dear. Also, Jack, we really need to find a real environmental suit for you. I mean, this isn't proper way to dress, honestly. So, are you part of the trial?
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
And tell me about the meaning of her name.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Alright, let's go then.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I guess I'm honored, but I also think it's a terrible idea. I don't know anything about this.
Tali, I'm not a lawyer. Hell, everyone thinks I'm part of Cerberus. Do you really think I can help you?
They're trying to turn the crowd against me. That's why they changed my status to Vas Normandy. This whole trial is a farce.
You underestimate us, Tali. Do not forget that you have friends as well as enemies. I delayed their attempt to try you in absentia. I convinced them to allow a human into our midst. You still have a chance. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Alright.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kill us alive. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Yeah, of course. It is my pleasure.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the Migrant fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the Migrant fleet. What say you?
Well, I say she couldn't have done this.
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
Oh dear.
What? Oh, Keela.
Couldn't you have told us this little piece of information earlier? Also, I mean, just because the Geth took over the ship doesn't mean that Tali sent active Geth there. Maybe they reassembled them, you know? That's a possibility. But yeah, can't we do something to help them?
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the Migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
But we must, for Tali's sake.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Well, I was just about to think, is this mission just a trial? But apparently there's fighting involved, after all. Okay.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admirals sound sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
So, are you alright?
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
And we will find out. Should we talk to some other people, maybe?
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Well, I guess we can try anyway, so let's do this.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed. Understood. Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Okay. Well, apparently there are a few people around here that I can talk to, so while this is an urgent matter, Tali, I think we're going to delay it for a few more minutes and see what we can find around here.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Talizor is guilty.
Isn't this a guy that we met very early in the game on the first planet that we landed on? Vitor? I think it's him.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Well, maybe you can help us by speaking out for Tali.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Yeah, he still seems to be a little bit, unstable. So, do you have any more information on this, maybe?
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I...
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
I gotta say though, they did some good job on his animation. I mean, you can't see the Quarians' faces, so they need to convey, emotions in some other way. And he really seemed like, nervous and fidgeting around and stuff like that. It's kind of well done, actually. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
All right. I hope you will continue to feel better. And I guess this is one of the Admirals. Let's talk to
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Well, Tali helped us with that, so you owe her too.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
So, what exactly is your agenda here? Anyway, tell me about the lab ship.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Okay. So what is your opinion on the Geth? I have a feeling that she doesn't like them. I mean, what Quarian does like them?
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
And what ideas are you talking about exactly?
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Sharlaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
So you think Rael was right?
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
Yeah,
A
that's
ship
true.
travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Alright, so I guess this is your standpoint on the Geth. But you're not really interested in the trial, are you?
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalchorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related.
Yeah,
no
I get
offense
that.
intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that. There are some political machinations in process here that are not really related to Tali and whatever she may or may not have done, and I'm not sure if I like that, because this is going to be a lot more complicated then. So you study AIs?
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed, if he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Well, that is indeed an interesting idea. So instead of just avoiding the Geth or destroying them, you actually want to control them again. I don't know about that. I mean, you kind of failed with that the first time, so I don't see how you suddenly can change that. Anyway, nice talking to you anyway.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
The pleasure's all mine, I guess. Also, I think I saw, yes, Carl Rieger. This is another guy we met before on Tali's recruitment mission, I believe.
Carl Rieger.
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
I like your attitude. I like your attitude. So what are you doing here?
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Carl.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
And maybe you can help us in some way?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
Again, I think very good use of body language. I mean, obviously, this game is already a few years old, so they tend to recycle a lot of, animations for people. But still, if you compare Carl Rieger to Vitor, who basically look, more or less the same in their suits, they appear very differently just by their body language. So this is pretty well done for the possibilities they have in this game. Okay, tell me more about this dark energy stuff.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
And do you think the Geth did this?
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
So how big is this problem?
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Well, I still don't understand why you can't just, find another planet. Apparently it's something to do with the immune system, and they would have to adapt to the new world, and it would take a long time. But I don't know, maybe you're just so used to flying around in your ship that you don't actually want to change that. I don't know. So how are you doing anyway?
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those Admirals.
Yeah, fighting seems kind of risky for you.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Alright. Anyway, yeah, nice talking to you.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
We will.
Shepard spoke well to the Admirals.
Thank you, whoever said that. So we've spoken to those people. Maybe we can talk to her. Let's see.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The Admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai.
Okay.
That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Are Tali's chances really that bad?
Are the judges that set on finding her guilty?
Anything involving the Geth is a live wire, Shepard. But there is still hope. And Girls greatly respects both you and Tali Zora for stopping Saren. Admiral Koresh sees the whole thing as a war crime and wants to convict. I have no idea what Admiral Zen wants. You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Let's see. Tell me about the Alarai.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
So we basically have no idea what's going on that ship.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
So, tell me about your relationship with Rael, Zora.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Riel was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
Bubble?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Alright, and what about Tali's father?
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Henshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Riel was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
I should have known that, you know, some sort of daddy issues are coming back into this mission as well. So what sort of evidence are we looking for?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the Admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Alright, yeah, tell me more about the other Admirals.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the Admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war with the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
You know, given the current situation, I think that's a bad idea. There are bigger fish out there, like the Reapers, for example.
I know the Migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
And people actually think about conquering the homeworld. Again, I don't know if it wouldn't be easier to try to colonize a new one, but apparently it isn't. Yeah, okay, thank you for that information anyway.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Alright, there's another Admiral we can talk to, so let's do
Even
this as
during
well.
the hearing, Tali Zora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
So you seem to be very sympathetic to Tali?
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Alright, let's ask him the same questions.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Yeah. Tell me about the other Admirals.
Can you tell me about the other Admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
And what makes him so bad?
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad. Maybe he's just trying to be reasonable. Anyway, what is your history with Ryle Zora?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
And what happened then?
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Alright. And yeah, tell me about the infighting as well.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
It's then a pretty risky proposition.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Alright, I see. Anyway, thanks.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Alright, okay, apparently there's another Admiral over there, but let's save him for the next episode, so I guess I'm going to make a cut here, and we are going to talk to Admiral Chorus in the next episode. So, yeah, lots of talking, lots of politics going on here. This is going to be interesting. And thank you for watching, and see you again next time.